What is going on, Cosmic Crew? Thanks for stopping by the channel today. We have a ton of details about the Avengers Doomsday trailers today, specifically what they are going to show in the X-Men trailer. Now, the Thor trailer is officially in theaters right now, so if you go watch Avatar Fire and Ash, the Avengers Doomsday trailer that plays before that will be the Thor one. And I just have to say, it is for the most part what was leaked a week and a half ago. It's a little different, but the actual one did release online about 2 days before, and it's all pretty much accurate to that one. It's of Thor praying to Odin. We see a shot of love as well, and it's a different side of Thor than we saw in Thor Love and Thunder, which I really love. It's a more serious side, and Chris Hemsworth said himself, if he comes back as Thor, it'll have to be very different than what we saw in Thor Love and Thunder. So it's him praying to Odin that he could basically be a protector now, not a warrior. He doesn't want power just to be a king or all powerful. He wants to be able to protect his daughter Love and return to her. Very different side of Thor that I really love. So that was already reported a while ago, but the reports before were that Doom was going to have his own teaser trailer, and that was going to be the third one, and then we were going to get an official trailer for Avengers Doomsday as the fourth. Either that was never the case, or Marvel Studios has changed their plans. And that very well could have happened because we know it's been confirmed that Marvel Studios made over 30 different trailers for Avengers Doomsday. So clearly they made some trailers that focus on individual characters like Steve Rogers and Thor, and maybe even a solo Doctor Doom one. But they also made a lot of big ones for Avengers Doomsday. Now, that's not what Marvel Studios is planning to do right now, because the next trailer that we are going to get, and pretty much now all of the insiders are all saying the same thing, the next one is the X-Men trailer. And we have some details about what exactly we're going to be seeing. It's going to be a little bit different, it sounds like, than the other ones. The other ones were simply teasing Steve Rogers is returning. Hey, just letting you all know he's returning and he's going to be a major character. So expect to see a lot of Steve Rogers, Captain America. Hey, Thor's going to return. You haven't seen Thor in a while since Thor Love and Thunder. And I like what they're doing because we have seen the Thunderbolts recently. We have seen the Fantastic Four recently. We have seen in these movies like Captain America, Brave New World, the Thunderbolts, etc. We've seen a lot of the characters who are going to appear in this movie. I would like a Shang-Chi teaser, but that'll have to wait till Avengers Doomsday's official trailer. But we haven't seen Thor in a while, and he's going to be one of the main characters, so they're focusing on him. And the X-Men we haven't seen in forever, basically. And it's the same X-Men from the Fox universe. And this is going to be a huge tease. And that is why we're hearing that this trailer for the X-Men is going to be a little bit different. Now, the insider Cryptic HD Quality says, ugh, Jeff said it. I was saving it for next week. No Doom teaser. In my IMO, my opinion, from what I've heard, it's as big, but still sucks we don't get it. Now, what it sounds like here is that there is a Doom teaser. That'll probably come out after the official trailer, though, and we'll get to that in just a bit. But Jeff Snyder was the first person to report that he heard the Doom trailer wasn't the third one, but it was actually the X-Men one. So we're hearing a lot of cool things about it. Here's what we know so far about the X-Men trailer. What we know so far is it's going to have scary moments. That report that we talked about the third Avengers Doomsday trailer being rated for fear or scary, that still remains true. It's just not about the Doom one anymore. It's about the X-Men one. So it's going to have scary moments. Now, the three main characters it's going to focus on, and I love this, are Cyclops, my personal favorite, Magneto, and Professor X. It's also going to show basically the whole world. It's going to show the X-Mansion. So we could see some other mutants in this trailer, which I'm really looking forward to. I hope it's kind of Easter egg-ish, like you see them, but they're in the back, maybe a little blurry. We got to do, squinty eye look at them to see who it really is, teasing us with kind of like a big three here. And then in the back, you see more, maybe like a Jean Grey or something like that, or Storm. But either way, I'm so excited to see these characters return. James Marsden, Sir Ian McKellen, Sir Patrick Stewart coming back as iconic characters. The runtime is expected to be 1 minute and 9 seconds. This should hit theaters January 1st, but all of the other trailers have leaked online first. So as we get close to January 1st, really, I would say next week, we probably could also expect an X-Men trailer leak since we got a trailer leak for everything else. Of course, if we hear anything about that or see it, we'll do an update on it. Now, here's the really cool part. Really looking forward to this. And this is what makes it, I think, a little bit different than the others. According to Cryptic Cryptic HD Quality, there's going to be a scene with Cyclops in the trailer that will, quote, feed us for a while, end quote. So there's going to be a pretty killer scene in this if this report is accurate, which is different than the other ones, because we're not seeing these characters in action. We're not seeing Thor in action. We didn't see Steve Rogers in action, and we actually saw him put away his suit. He took it off the shelf and put it in a box. It showed that he had a child, and it also showed that Thor had a child as well. And there's been rumors going around recently that that Sadie Sink could possibly be playing Rachel Summers. I don't think that's probably the case, but if we are showing trailers of people having kids, I'm thinking maybe Cyclops and Jean Grey. What if they did have Rachel Summers? What if there was that? Just a thought. I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is just to show us the X-Men are returning, and to show us that the X-Men are returning in kind of a, I would say, different and better way than we've seen them portrayed before, especially Cyclops. Cyclops was not portrayed very well in the original X-Men films, and he's one of my favorite X-Men and favorite characters of all time, so I'm excited to see him return, and I am excited to see them portray him in a different way, which is what I think we're going to see for this trailer, because the report says we have a scene that's going to feed us for a while, specifically around Cyclops. So this isn't just going to be kind of like a slower trailer like the others that say the X-Men are going to return. It might show them in action, maybe defeating Sentinels, who knows? It might show us kind of what their timeline went through before, especially if it's scary. It sounds like a fight. Sounds like some type of a fight. And then at the end, of course, it's going to say, the X-Men will return in Avengers Doomsday, which I'm so excited about. I'm assuming it's gonna say the X-Men because there's gonna be a lot of X-Men returning. They've already, confirmed a bunch of them. So I doubt it'll say like Cyclops, Magneto, Professor X will return in Avengers Doomsday. It might be cool if they listed off a lot of names, including some new names that we haven't heard yet, but I'm pretty sure it's just gonna say the X-Men. So that is what we're expecting for the X-Men trailer. Sounds pretty dang good. And we're hearing reports now from insiders like My Time to Shine Hello. She is stating Avengers Doomsday is going to be the most insane movie ever. Now, of course, anybody could just say that, but based on everything that we've been hearing, it really does sound like this movie is going to be pretty insane. And not to mention, Robert Downey Jr. on Christmas shared a Christmas-themed artwork for Doctor Doom and Iron Man. This is not the first time that he has posted about specifically Doom and Iron Man, and the Russo brothers even did the same. They teased us in a post in a video about Doom and Iron Man. So clearly there is a big connection between Doom and Iron Man, whether that is our original Tony Stark who died in Avengers Endgame, and that was Dr. Doom's path. He kind of had that same path, but he survived the snap and then he was kind of destroyed, or they're just related because they're variants, or because another Iron Man is going to show up in Avengers Doomsday. Who knows? But we've heard rumors and rumblings that Robert Downey Jr. is not returning just to play Doctor Doom, but he's going to play an Iron Man variant as well, which, yeah, wouldn't you have wouldn't you have Robert Downey Jr. play an Iron Man variant as well as Doom? I would, even if it's just for like a slight cameo or something, but they've teased this a few times now, so clearly there is a big connection between Doom and Iron Man, or I would more specifically say Victor Von Doom and Tony Stark. Again, whether that's variants or they're going the whole adoption route with his parents and everything like that, there's a big connection here. And the Russo brothers have said Avengers Doomsday is a sequel, basically, to Avengers Endgame. So it's going to be pretty crazy. Now, one thing I did want to talk about, I would love your opinion on, is that Warner Brothers is reportedly sticking to the December 18th release date, which is the same release date as Avengers Doomsday. Doom Part 3 is going to release at the same time as Avengers Doomsday. Do you think this will affect the box office? And it's kind of a redundant question to ask on this channel, since I'm a Marvel channel and you're here because you love Marvel, I assume. But are you watching Doomsday or Doom? I'm personally probably going to watch both, in all honesty. I'm curious to see how Dune Part 3 plays out. I like Dune Part 2. I like Dune 1, but I like Dune Part 2 better. Cinematically, they are really crazy, cool movies. But of course, I'm there for Avengers Doomsday first, obviously. And actually, I'll probably have to run home and do like post-credit scene stuff like that. but I will eventually be watching Dune. So you're going to watch both in theaters, or are you just going to watch Doomsday? Or, no judgment, are you going to watch Doom instead? Let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comments down below. Are you psyched for the X-Men trailer? I personally am, but let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos about Avengers Doomsday and Marvel in general. Got some Spider-Man videos coming up soon. And you can also find us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.